everyone. Welcome back to Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me for this Sunday Oracle message. Today is September the 1st, 2024. So happy September to everybody. I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope you're having a great start to your day wherever you may be. The Sunday Oracle message, like all my messages, are meant to provide you with some pep in your steps, some food for thought, some gentle guidance, something to help you as you navigate along your path. This is a general reading. If it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, leave it behind. A couple of housekeeping things before we get started. In the past, I've been going live on Sunday nights, and I'm going to switch that up and go live on Mondays. So the first live is Monday, September the 2nd, so tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Please make sure that you have your notification bell checked off so you don't miss when I'm going live. And for the next 4 Mondays, I've come up with this new sort of series of episodes. I don't know what else to call them. And it's called Turning Over a New Leaf. And I'm not going to tell you any more than that. You have to tune in to find out what that's all about. So I hope that you can join me. Also, we'll be going live on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, and every once in a while on a Friday when I can fit it in the schedule, but it's Mondays and Wednesdays. Those are the 2 days I'll be going live. Of course, we have our pre-recorded messages, the weekly wellness that comes out on Saturday, the Sunday Oracle message on Sunday, and the weekly tarot reading on Monday. And so grateful for all of my subscribers. Your support blows me away, and it means so very much to me. So thank you for spending part of your day with me. So let's jump into it. Today we have the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle, the Energy and Spirit Oracle, the Soul's Journey Oracle, and the Sacred Traveler Oracle. And we're going to be doing a spread from the Sacred Forest Oracle that I really like, which is the 4-direction spread. And the reason I chose the 4-direction spread is because September, the spiritual meaning of September, is about refocusing and redirecting our energies. As we all know, September is a month that is abundant with change. Our wardrobes start to change, the weather starts to change, our environment starts to change as the trees change color with their leaves and then start to lose their leaves. The kids and go back to school. Some people return to work. The lazy, hazy days of summer are behind us. And there's this feeling of like getting serious again and, getting back into sort of, work mode. And that can be challenging, right? To find the motivation, to find the inspiration. Sometimes it can be difficult to keep that pace when we're used to being more laid back, more chilled out, more relaxed. So let's ask Spirit for some help as to how we navigate the redirecting and the refocusing of our energies as we welcome September. So we need 4 cards. We're going to pick a card from each of the pile, or each of the decks. And we will go from there. So our first card has flipped over inside the deck. We'll leave that face down. Our second card is out. Oh, friends, I need a tea. Someone put the kettle on. It is super early here. It is 6:57 a.m. on Sunday morning when I am recording this. The house is quiet, with the exception of the cats who are meowing. Because they're hungry. But the house is quiet. Everyone else is... when I say everyone else, I mean my husband and the dog are sleeping. So it's quiet. And still. And all we can hear is a few birds chirping in the background. And it's lovely. I love this time of day. You know, my father, we used to call him the idea man. He used to get up super early in the morning. And he always had these sheets of foolscap, as he called them. So pads of paper. And he would write down all kinds of things, lists, things to do, things to buy, ideas for whatever. It was just, it was like his clear thinking time. And I have to say that I think I have that in me. I love getting up in the morning and, getting my cup of tea and, crossing things off my list, thinking of ideas for readings or, searching just different things on social media. Reading the newspaper, like all those kinds of things. I love this time of the morning for that. All right, here we go, friends. So, wow, those are like super crooked. Sorry. All right. So the first card is the card of the East, right? The East is the place of the rising sun and represents springtime. This card reveals what's beginning in our life, what needs to begin, what we need to explore, what we need to search for. And we have the goblin and the wounded human ego. Sorry, I'm kind of giggling because of the tongue stuck out. It's just funny. So, this could be feeling a little sensitive, right? Or this could almost feels like there's a bit of a chip on our shoulder. So there's some resistance there, right? And I'm going back to what I said in the beginning about the lazy, hazy days of summer, right? Like, we were so relaxed and so, chilled out. And it's like, no, I don't want to. It feels kind of spoiled rotten, So I think what this card is representative of is that it's okay to acknowledge that you feel this way, right? Because without acknowledging it, we can't really change it. We can't really, improve our outlook, our attitude. And I think that's what this reading is all about, right? Redirecting and refocusing our energy. So we've got to turn this around, right? We've got to put a positive spin on it. We need to find the light in this moment. This is like a 5 of Cups kind of deal, right? Are you going to focus on the 3 cups that have turned over and spilt their contents on the floor? Or are you going to look over at the 2 cups that remain standing and figure out a way to make that work? Let that be your focus, right? The next card is the South card. The South represents the sun and summertime. This card reveals what is expanding in our life. This is what we should be growing and working towards. And we have the journey guide, travel, change. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's all about the change, right? Human beings normally don't embrace change. Like, we are like, yay, I can't wait for everything to change. So it is a journey, right, of sorts. And we all remember what it was like when we were little kids and we were getting close to the going back to school days, right? New outfits. All of a sudden there's a routine implemented where, like, 2 weeks ago you were free to do whatever. And now you've got structure and routine. And so you sort of buck against that, right? I feel like this is about embracing the journey, right? The path. The next card is the West card. The West represents the setting sun and also the season of autumn. This card reveals what we are harvesting or gathering. It can also represent what we need to release or clear out clutter. And we have, look at this card, it's gorgeous. We have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. There seems to be a sort of communication issue, a head over heart sort of situation here, right? It's like, we know what we're supposed to do. We know we need to be able to embrace this change, to be able to come out on the other side and feel good about it, not get all caught up in it, right? But if we allow ourselves to just be negative about it, that's what's going to happen. And that creates stress and tension and obstacles and challenges. You know, when you can't wrap your head around something and you literally, fold your arms and stick your tongue out at it, it's hard to get past that, right? So we need to work with it by having trust, having faith in ourselves, like that we know what is right, that we know that this is good for us, that these things need to be done, as opposed to, bucking against it, as I said before. So card number 4, that is the North card. The North card represents the dark of night and the season of winter. This card reveals what we need to consolidate or nurture. It's also what we need to repair or possibly heal. And we have answering the call. The time is now. So This is about procrastination. This is about, I don't know. I'm sure that there's a word for this, but it fails me, it's really friends. You know how, like, think back to like elementary school, and you had those kinds of tests where you were being asked to like read a statement or a paragraph from a book and then answer a specific question about that paragraph. And even though the paragraph was like several lines long, you only focused on the like the first word or the first sentence. This is about expansion, right? Like don't be that. Don't be folded up arms, tongue stuck out and saying like la 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 la. I'm not listening, right? Change is necessary. Change is good. And it propels us forward. Now, I want you to notice something about these cards, something that I just noticed as I laid this card back down. In the center, we have two circles, right? Circles, never ending, constantly evolving, right? So the journey is never ending, the change is never ending, because the growth is ever evolving. The trust in ourselves never leaves us, right? But we are the master of that. We are the creator of that trust in terms of our confidence and our self-esteem, our self-love, right? This is about your inner voice. And then we move to the outside. And both of these cards have these sort of like windows or portals, arches. Do you see that? When we see portals or archways, they're inviting us to cross over that threshold, walk through, right? And that is the change. So you're standing on one side, right? You're facing the doorway, you're facing the portal, the archway. Are you going to stick your tongue out at the possibility? Or are you going to fling the door open with open arms and say, like, I can't wait? Because here's the thing, right? The change is happening. The more you fight it, the worse you feel. The more negative you get, the more down you get, the more harm you do to yourself in terms of trying to turn this situation around. That's not where I thought that this reading was going to go. I'm just going to say that, but I love that it came out here this way. I'd be very interested if you would be kind enough to share with me in the comments how you look at change for yourself to make it more palatable, right? To make it more appealing, more doable. For me, whenever I go here, and I go here to this, folded arms, stuck out tongue, like la 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 la. No, I'm just not going to do this today. The words of a former therapist pop into my mind, and that is this. that anxiety comes from a place of fear, the fear of the unknown. And procrastination breeds anxiety. I remember that statement almost like it's tattooed on the inside of, my hand. So whenever I feel this, this fight, this resistance to change or to anything, when I'm putting off something that I know that I need to do, no matter really what the reason is, I try to remember that by me burying my head in the sand, by me, digging my heels in, as it were, I am only increasing the tension. I'm also focusing all my energy on resisting and fighting, keeping it at bay, as opposed to embracing it, answering the call. And when you think about it like that, at least this is how I work it out, I deserve better because my journey with anxiety has been so long and so much. I don't want to waste my time or my energy on negativity. I want to get to the positivity as soon as I can. So if you don't mind, share with me how you embrace change. What's the thing that helps you open the door and answer the call to trust your inner voice, to take a step forward, and to keep that in check? Such an interesting reading. I will see you when I see you next. And until then, I wish you many, many blessings. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. It truly does mean the world to me. Mwah. Bye for now.